Calculating mean for group data with class intervals. In this case, let us take a look at our data. And before we begin, we must always make sure we clear our memory. So press Shift 9 to clear the memory. 2 equals, and our memory have been cleared. And before anything, we need to go back to our mode, statistics mode, 2, 1 for variance, and you are able to key in your data. Now, in this case, what is this X value that I key in? Let's take a look. All these are in intervals. Am I able to key in a X value? Which one should I use, 0 or 5? In this case, we will need one more thing. We need to find a value called the class mark. Class mark is found by taking the lower class limit, 0 in this case, plus the upper class limit, divide by 2, and that gives me 2.5. Similarly, I have the lower class limit, 5, upper class limit, 10, divide by 2, and that will give me 7.5. And we can continue to look for the other two class marks. Okay, why do we need a class mark? In this case, in order to represent numbers from this interval, we take the class mark, which is the number right in the middle, to represent the marks in that class. Okay, the values in that class. So now once we have the class mark, we are able to key in our data. And now my data value will be 2.5, followed by my frequency of 14. Can you key in the rest of the data on your own? Taking the class mark to be the representative mark for the class interval. Okay, notice now I have keyed in a total of 4 sets of data. Is it correct? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's true, I have keyed in 4 sets of data. Before we do anything, let us write down the mean. X bar equals to summation fx over summation f. So in order to have this, we will now clear our screen, press Shift 1, this will appear. In order to look for our total frequency will be under 4 and 1 as the total number equal, that gives me 50. Is this correct? Let's check with our question. The queue time for 50 customers. That means we have entered the correct number of data. Next, let us look for summation fx. Where is summation fx? Clear your screen, Shift 1, look for sum. Since this is a summation, so press 3, and we'll need the summation fx, which is 2, click equal. So you have 395. You are also able to retrieve the mean from your calculator directly by pressing Shift 1. In order to get the mean, I'll press 4, number 2, where you see the X bar, and that will be 7.9. Alternatively, you can also choose to write your answer in terms of a fraction. Now, let us take a look at our data again. In this case, I have time t minutes, and all these intervals are t values. Is it correct for me to be writing X bar, or should I write it as T bar? You're right. In this case, we are supposed to change this and write this as T bar. And this will also be now summation FT, because in our data there is no X value but T values. And since the unit is time, we can take both the answers. So I can have 7.9 minutes, or this. Okay, and that will be your answer.